Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with Saturday's football bet. So here we are, Saturday's finally arrived. Hope you all had a great relaxing Friday evening. I'm up nice and early on Saturday. I've been up ages. It's 8:05 when I recorded this, but I've been up since 5 o'clock. So this is a bet I put on last night. It's slightly different than normal. I've had a sendings off bet. So what I've had basically three matches: the Bristol Rovers match, the Salford match, and the Crawley match. So what I've gone for, it's rather speculative. It comes to £4, excuse me, 20 pence doubles and a 10 pence trebles. It comes to £4. All you need to do is go on the football section. It's got to be on Sky Bet because it's, I'll show you how to navigate. So here we go. So obviously my bet's already on. So let's go to the Bristol Rovers match. Obviously you're going to have to access this in a slightly different way. So it's just loading up. Look at the account brimming with money. So let's scroll down to cards. So all we do now is click on a player sent off. Click on it. Obviously you can't see my bet slip because it's just out of camera shot. And then scroll down to each team a player sent off, 66 to 1. Then all we do then is go to the next match. So obviously I'm going to navigate the normal way. Football, competitions. So off the top of my head, the next match is Crawley. So League 2, scroll down. Crawley versus Mansfield. Go to cards. A player sent off. Each team a player sent off, 66 to 1. And then finally, the last match, which is, and I delayed then because I was thinking, Salford versus Stockport. So same again, cards, scroll down, player sent off, each team a player sent off. This is rather speculative and very rarely this will come up. But if it does, it absolutely brings the house down. So you've probably heard a lot of the times when you watch a football match, let's say there's been a penalty and then the other team gets one, yeah? Or there's been a red card and the other team gets one, yeah? And the comments say the referee's levelled it up. You know what I mean? As in, like, sometimes they can give a harsh red card and feel as though they've got to give another red card to the other team because they made a mistake. I think we've probably seen that happen before. Well, I'm not just relying on mistakes. I have a look through some of the stats, and there are the Bristol Rovers and Plymouth. Clearly, it's not a local derby, but they are heading in that like southwesterly. But Bristol Rovers, you've got Joey Barton involved. Anything can happen. You've got Plymouth. Well, Plymouth, top of the table at the moment. Ipswich won last night, so they're still in second, but closed the gap. There will be a little bit of pressure on Plymouth to continue their decent form. Obviously, Joey Barton, anything can happen with Bristol Rovers. The other matches is Crawley versus Mansfield. Well, Crawley tend to get a few sent off. Mansfield, being from that kind of area, a lot of their players are all partial to a yellow card. They don't get loads of red cards, but they do get a lot of yellow cards, or a fair amount of yellow cards. You've got Ollie Hawkins, a very slow central defender, used to be a forward, always pretty much guaranteed to get a yellow card. You've also got John Joe O'Toole, who's not really been making the first team, but is partial for a yellow card. And then you've got the fiery Ollie Clark in the centre midfield. They're all basically a hair's width coming from when they're on the yellow card. They're all a hair's width away from getting a red card a lot of the time. And finally, the Salford versus Stockport match. Well, as you'll be aware from the football matches, I have had a long-term football bet. Salford, Northampton, Mansfield, and Stockport County. Any two of those to be the top two. Well, it's looking pretty decent so far. The only team that's let me down is Stockport. And I've noticed it seems that Stockport seems to get a sending off every single match. Stats-wise, they don't. They've had 5 so far, but 5. I think what they've done, played 13 games, 5 in 13. That's like, well, or even if it could be 15 games, that's a third of the matches, a red card. Well, there's a good chance that if the team gets a red card, there's a chance that the other team might, if it's getting a bit feisty. So all I've done, I've had 20 pence, just add 20 pence in the doubles, it makes it to £2.40. And then, sorry, it's 20 pence in the trebles as well. So that's £2.40 for the doubles, £1.60 for the trebles, comes to £4. In the past, I've seen this bet go live in running. The last time I had it, it didn't go live in running. So you could be relying just on hoping that the bet, actually, or some of the bet comes up. So anyway, that's the bet that's a speculative bet. What I've also had, you can now see my over 2.5, over 3.5, and over 4.5 goals treble. It is in the comments of the original video. I'll also put it in the comments in this video as well, comments and the description. So anyway, enjoy your Saturday. Let's hope come, let's say 5 o'clock, we've had a very nice return. Fingers crossed. It's very wet here in the Mansfield area. I'm hoping it's been wet at Cheltenham as well and Doncaster, but let's hope that Doncaster isn't off. I can't imagine it is, but anyway, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.